What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how wide receivers can run a perfect 10-yard out using a speed cut. Let's get started. Now, before we get into this video, fellas, if you are a wide receiver and would like a daily on-field and gym workout schedule that you can follow, check out that very first link in the description below for our 8-week wide receiver ultimate training schedule. It's over 500 plus wide receiver drills and gym exercises that you guys can do. We give you the exact sets and reps and video examples of each drill and exercise to do. So if you guys would like some more information on that, how you can use that to take your skills to the next level, check out that very first link in the description below. Let's get back to this video. All right, guys, so the route that we are going to be discussing today is going to be like that 10-yard rounding or rolling speed out that you run. So like the play concept that this might be for is like, let's say the slot wide receivers running this 10-yard out, outside receivers running a fade, or maybe the outside receivers running the 10-yard out, inside receivers got like a 10 to 12-yard choice route, whatever the situation may be, but this is not like that single indicator hard cut. This is a rounded cut. So this cut, if you were running it off of steps, would be like your third inside step. So it's that speed cut, quote unquote, right? So I come off the ball. Let's say this is my inside foot. It'll be up on my third inside step. So I come off, that's one, that's two, and then on the third, it's not a hard plant. We're not trying to get out a sharp 90. We're breaking like an 8 yards, rounding all the way up to 10. Now, they call this a speed cut for a reason because you need some speed into this thing. We need to be able to get out of this break fast, little to no wasted time, not drifting past 10 yards, breaking at 8 right up to 10. So these next drills, or the drills that we are going to be discussing today throughout this video, will help us with that and help us make a faster speed cut. And each one of these drills is going to build. They're going to progressively get a little bit more challenging, and then until we get to the full actual 8 to 10 yard out route. So this first drill, all you're going to need is you need probably about 5 cones, and you're going to set it up in that 8 to 10 yard pattern. So this is just a simple one-step drill that you guys can do. So all we're going to do is you come down here, make sure, fellas, on this speed out, like if I'm running, let's say the quarterback's over here and I'm breaking off of my right foot, I don't want to cut at 8, and when I round up to 10, I'm looking over the shoulder with my head. Yes, I want to snap my head to the quarterback, but I want to let my elbows rip my body. I want to make sure I keep a low pad level position so I don't sacrifice any speed. Like if I'm racing somebody and we're running across the field and I'm low explosive position and they are running up tall like this, I'm going to be faster than them every single time. So this is called the speed cut. So let's make sure that we stay low so I don't lose any speed out of this drill or out of this break in general. So first thing, like I said, you're going to start with your left foot up. All you are going to do, set go, or somebody gives a snap count, you could go on yourself. We're taking one step up. It's not a hard cut. We are going to try to round and stay as tight as we can to these cones the entire time throughout. We were trying to rip my arms violently, pretend like, so I'm cutting off on my right foot here. Pretend there is somebody you do not like behind you, and you're trying to elbow them with your left arm, because that elbow will rip you across, get your hips flipped, and not have us sacrifice any speed. This is a great drill to work on that speed cut. I'm going to show you this thing's going to look full speed. All right, guys, so this next drill is going to build off of the first drill that we discussed in this video for your speed cut. So what you're going to need is you're going to need probably like almost like a half circle of cones. You need about 10 cones, and you want to set it up in some kind of a circle pattern. It could be a perfect circle. It could look like the letter C, if you will. But all we're doing is we're pretty much going to be doing the exact same footwork as the last drill, but it's a little bit longer now. So it's a little bit more challenging to have us emphasize being in a lower pad level position, an explosive spot, and really ripping my arms to get my hips flipped out of a speed cut out route where we are rounding it. Now, is this only for a 10-yard out? No, you could use this on like a 5-yard out. I know some of you guys call like the speed out lingo is like where you round it up at 4 up to 5 or 3 up to 5, whatever the situation may be, but this helps you with that speed cut, okay? So all you're doing, it's the same exact steps like I said. It's just now we're not stopping at like the top of an out route. We're continuing all the way around. So we want to stay as tight as we can to the cones. So to stay tight to the cones, I have to make sure I stay low and I'm using my arms to rip me around. So it's one step up, and all we are doing is ripping my arms, and we're trying to stay as tight as we can to these cones all the way around this half circle. So you want to do this for maybe about 4 or 5 times on each side before we get into the actual 10-yard speed out route and these other drills that we are going to discuss. I'm going to show you how this thing's going to look full speed. All right, guys, so this next drill we're going to be working on is still building off of this like half circle, if you will, with these cones, but it's going to be a high knee karaoke into a speed cut out route. So this is great to work on you guys flipping your hips out of the break, because that's what's important on a speed cut, right? So like I'm going to make this speed cut. I cut off of my inside foot as I'm drifting or rounding, I guess you could say. I wouldn't call it a drift. Drift is the wrong word. But as you're rounding it up to 10, it's very important that you flip your hips around. And this high knee karaoke drill is going to help us get comfortable flipping my hips in and out of the break. So high knee karaoke, for those of you guys that don't know what that is, I'm hoping a lot of you know what that is, but karaoke is where we go here, that nice warm-up drill. So we're gonna be doing a high knee karaoke drill where you go behind and kick the knee up and really emphasize trying to flip your hips. You're trying to flip your hips from, like we're on a football field, from goalpost to goalpost, or from end zone to end zone. So this drill, we have to really emphasize that. So it's gonna be 3 high knee karaoke movements. Then on the third one, you should be even with this line of cones, and you're coming out on that speed cut out route to help us with the mechanics of the speed cut, okay? So you're gonna start down here, you just starting point cone, and then the same L pattern that we were just working with. So we go behind 1, go behind 2, go behind 3, then on the third one, when the right foot plants, we're ripping the arms, staying low, and accelerating out of this speed cut break. If you have a quarterback, I recommend that he throws you one on an out route, obviously, on this type of drill. But I'm gonna show you how this drill is going to look full speed. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. We always appreciate the feedback. It's always great to hear from you guys. And again, fellas, if you would like a daily on-field and gym workout schedule specifically for wide receivers where we map out exactly what to do on each day with the exact sets and reps to follow, check out that very first link in the description below. We'd love to get you on that. I'll see you guys next time.